What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So apparently it appears the rumor mill is back in business, and there is a very interesting rumor that I'm certain would probably be in a place where it is quite amusing to some of the fans, and to some other fans they may not necessarily care at all. In fact, they could have done without even knowing what this rumor is. But I'll go ahead and talk about it, not necessarily because I just want to be dropping rumors all over the place, but because of some of the important things that brought about this particular situation that we find ourselves in as the Gotham Knights video game community. And I say that because this is a rumor that is pertaining to the so-called Gotham Knights TV show. Now, I don't have any footage for that because I don't consider that TV show as legit. I feel that TV show is a fraud that tried to confuse fans by co-opting the name of a video game that had already been revealed and is somewhat established, in trying to maybe piggyback off of their fame and off of the work that they've done. But nonetheless, this rumor went ahead to posit this probability that this Gotham Knights TV show would be canceled. Now, many of us already have seen that Warner Media ain't playing. Warner Media Discovery specifically is not playing around with anybody. In fact, they pulled the plug on two movies, one which is reportedly already finished and the other one close to completion. And they said, if we do not believe in the project, our fans are not going to see it. I think this is possibly where this rumor probably reared its head from. But we need to go ahead and also discuss exactly where this Gotham Knights TV show popped its head out of in all of entertainment. First of all, some of the people who worked on this particular, or who are working on this Gotham Knights TV series, were some who worked on Batgirl, the TV show. Or did I say Batgirl? I take that back. Batwoman, the TV show. Now, the reason this is very important is because Batwoman had a lot of issues. First of all, it loses its main character actress, gets another character actress, and is still such a bad show, according to people who watched it, and eventually got canceled. Now, I haven't seen Batwoman, but I have a very good friend, a solid buddy of mine, and we game and play video games and all of that together. And he told me specifically, he said, do not watch the show. I'm watching this show and I'm telling you, don't touch it. He watched it extensively and he said he basically regrets ever starting it because he just felt the need to finish the show and warn everybody else. If the show was that bad for him, then I'm certain that I probably would not have liked it. Sure, we may have different tastes, but this was not necessarily him recommending me not to watch it. It was more of a warning than anything else. And I'm somebody who likes to listen, so I took his advice and I backed away from the show. In looking at even the reviews and looking at the ratings across the internet, you would see also that there was not necessarily a wide acceptance of this TV show. Hence, the TV show getting canceled as a result. Only for the people who probably worked on this show to then be moved to another show and co-opt the name of a game, a video game, that was heavily anticipated. For those of you who may or may not know, at one point, Gotham Knights was the most anticipated game in one of the awards that was actually given out. So I think these people saw the name Gotham Knights and thought, yeah, why don't we make a TV show and name it Gotham Knights? And somebody who probably picked them to work on this show said, sure, it's a great idea. This is the problem that I've been saying in most of my videos, and I just allude to it very briefly because it's hard to blame a corporation because there are people within that corporation that make decisions. And whoever made that decision is probably in a position to have known better, but decided not to adhere to their knowledge of these being two different IPs or two different products, and decided that they would go with it. Now, if it was a situation maybe where it was an animated series or something, or animated movie, maybe we would have said sure. But knowing the history of the way the CW network had dropped a bunch of really weird shows, it seemed like a desperate attempt. Now, those rumors have actually been put to rest. It appears that the rumors were actually fake. According to a report, it seemed like some people may have just drummed up those rumors to kind of maybe come up with some kind of, ground shaking or groundbreaking news to maybe get clicks or whatever. But I do not mind the notion that a TV show like Gotham Knights never see the light of day, because it will cause confusion for the video game, number one. Number two, it's going to try to confuse audiences who may be wanting to engage, and maybe they see the TV show and see that its quality is not up to par, and thereby import their judgment upon the video game, which already has faced a lot of stress in its own right. And yes, Gotham Knights deserve all of the criticism that it's gotten, don't get me wrong, but you don't want to go and tarnish its image by the work of somebody else who is not necessarily having any kind of concern for them or has anything to lose if the game doesn't necessarily do well. And the developers here, Warner Brothers Games Montreal, have done a good job in making it clear that this video game has nothing to do with the TV show, but still, there are people who are not necessarily paying attention like we are here in the community and could, in some case or in some scenario, confuse both of them. So I wanted to go ahead and point this out to you guys here in the community because I thought it was really interesting to see how the rumors were drummed up. I will not be surprised if the rumors are based on, say, whispers within the industry, but at the end of the day, if you ask me what I prefer would happen, I would prefer that the Gotham Knights TV show either be canceled fully or at least delayed for a whole year. And after Gotham Knights, the video game, has been able to permeate its own communities and different audiences, then maybe it will be acceptable to name a TV show and bring it live and call it the same name as the video game, which I'm still not necessarily happy about. But it is what it is. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. I really appreciate you guys' time and audience. Hopefully we'll talk very soon. Peace out.